guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea here. We're having another class from my beautiful Mazatlan, and today we're going to be focusing mostly on strengthening that core that is going to get us ready for those handstands, which is the goal of the class. We're going to be using a lot of the blocks today, so if you have two of these type of blocks, the resistant ones, it will be better, but if you don't worry, we can skip that or we can use something similar, maybe some books. We can figure that out. Anyway, guys, let's go straight to the floor. Roll out your mat. See you there. We're gonna start in a comfortable sitting position. Whatever is comfortable for you, just relax the hands, let them hang, relax the shoulders. Let's take some time here to disconnect. Disconnect from that outside world. Disconnect from any unnecessary thoughts. And let's use this time for ourselves to be here, to be present, and to reconnect with your body, mind, and soul. If there is an intention that you like to set, go ahead. Anything in your mind, this is your time. And let's start our practice today connecting with 3 beautifying breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, release. Big inhalation, opening up. Exhale, let it go. Last one, inhale. Exhale, release. And slowly bow your head and gently open your eyes. Whenever we're ready, we're going to start in our tabletop, but we're going to use the blocks on the tabletop. So just put the blocks and your hands on top of the blocks, and we're going to try to make sure the hips are on top of the knees and the shoulders on top of the hands. We're going to start with our cat and cow. As we inhale, let's drop the belly, open the chest, look up, waking up those muscles, opening up. Exhale, round and contract, belly in, looking between the legs. One more. Inhale, opening the chest, looking up, waking up. Exhale, rounding and contracting, belly in. And slowly come back to your neutral spine. As we inhale, keeping the hands on the block, we're going to bring the right arm all the way up, opening up, reaching up. And as you exhale, we're going to reach the right arm all the way to the left, dropping the right shoulder on the floor and bringing your right ear on that block. Once it's there, you can even see if you can grab the block and reach it up to the ceiling, and keeping the ear on the block, try to reach the block a little bit more to the back so the shoulder opens up. Stay there for one more inhalation. And slowly release, reverse, drop the block, press the left hand on the block, bring the right arm up to the ceiling, opening up, and right hand comes back into the mat. Inhale, we're going to bring the right leg up parallel to the floor and tack the left toes on the mat. Engage the core, press the left toes on the floor and bring the left knee a little bit off the mat. Hold the here for the inhalation. As soon as we exhale, we bring the right knee to the nose, aiming to extend the left leg. Reverse it back, bend the left knee, send the right leg to the back. Let's try again. Right knee to nose, kiss the knee. And reverse it, extend the right leg to the back, hold it there for the inhalation. Drop the right foot on the floor, keeping the floor-in table. Stay here for one more breath. And slowly drop the knees on the floor. We're going to keep the hands where they are. We're just going to shift the weight forward and shift the weight back. Shift the weight forward and shift the weight back. Trying to keep the palms pressing on the blocks. 2 more times. Last one, all the way to the front. Hold it there for one more breath. And slowly come back to the center. Let's bring the elbows on top of the blocks. And let's see if we can try to let the head come in between the blocks and the hands just resting by the shoulders. Feeling a little bit of an opening here. Staying here to reset for 3, 2, and in your 1, reverse. Let's bring the hands back into the blocks and let's get into the second side. Same idea. Left arm reaches up to the ceiling, opening up. And we're going to reach all the way to the right, dropping the left shoulder on the floor and bringing the left ear on the block. Once the left shoulder is on the floor, see if you can grab the block up to the ceiling and let the block reach to the back here, just to get a little opening for the right shoulder. Stay here for one more breath. And slowly reverse. Block comes back into the mat. Left hand comes back into the mat. Grabbing the blocks one more time. Tag the right toes and bring the left leg up to the ceiling. Engaging the core. Right knee comes off the mat. Left knee to nose, aiming to extend the right leg. Reverse it, bend the right knee, extend the left leg. One more time. Left knee to nose. Reverse it, extend it, hold. Drop the left toe, stay here for one more breath. And as soon as we inhale, we're going to extend the legs and we're going to come into the first modified downward dog using the blocks here. Try to walk that dog, try to move the hips side to side. Do whatever your body needs right now to prepare us for our practice. Take one more breath here, deep inhalation and deep exhalation. If you notice the blocks are too close to your feet, feel free to move them a little bit forward since we're going to start our practice here. If you feel you are not already warm, go ahead and go for a few vinyasas and let's meet here. Alright guys, so keep the hands on the blocks. As we inhale, we're going to start bringing the heels off the mat and we're going to shift the weight forward, aiming to have the shoulders on top of your hands, neutral spine, and then send the weight back. Two more times. Inhale, shifting the weight forward. Exhale, reversing back. Last one, shifting the weight forward. Exhale, going back. Same idea, but we're going to bring the right leg up to the ceiling. Inhale. We're going to try to release the toes so the toes are pointing forward. And we're going to shift the weight forward, keeping the right leg extended, trying to touch your right wrist. And then reverse it to three-legged dog. Two more times. Right big toe touching the right wrist. Reverse it back up. Engaging the core. Last one. Touching the right wrist. Hold. And drop the right foot. Same idea. Step the left foot. Touch it. And drop the left foot. Inhale. Look halfway up. Exhale. Fall forward. Interlace the hands behind. Let the head hang. Let the gravity do the work here. You can rock, bend the left knee, send the hands to one side, bend the right knee, send the hands to the right, and then reverse back to the center. Inhale, keep the hands interlaced. We're going to come all the way up slowly, and once you get up, we're going to transfer the weight to the right foot and bring the left knee to the chest. Keeping the fingertips reaching to the floor. Now what we're going to do, we're going to step on the left block and try to find your balance here. Try to feel comfortable on top of the block. Once you feel comfortable, release the right toes on the floor. Keep the right foot flexed. Once you feel good there, we're going to try to send the right leg to the front, finding the balance. And then reverse it to the back, trying to go to a warrior tree, keeping the hands interlaced. Let's do the same thing one more time. Inhale, kicking the right leg to the front. Exhale, reach it to the back. Hold the warrior tree, find your balance. Slowly let the right foot drop on the mat. Windmill your arms and let's come into this version of Warrior 2 with the left hand on top of the block. Again, if you don't have the blocks, just stay in these same variations we're doing without the blocks. Stay where you are, bend the left knee. Inhale, extend the left leg, look into the left hand. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reverse and stay in there. Let's see if we can bring the left heel off the mat for a second. Drop the heel, left forearm on top of the left thigh, and let's bring the right arm to the front. Open that right shoulder, one more inhalation. Exhale, try to extend the left leg as we reach the left hand down to the floor, right arm up to the ceiling. If you feel comfortable by bringing the left hand down to the mat, go ahead and open a little bit more, looking up to the right hand in this triangle variation. Let's do one more inhalation. Exhale, right hand comes down on top of the block and we're going to transfer the weight on the right hand, right foot as we try to grab with the left two piece fingers the left big toe. If you're not able to grab it, just reach the left leg up. So we're going to bring the left foot off the mat, coming up into the side plank variation. Again, if you're not grabbing the big toe, that's okay. Do any variation that works for you in the side plank. Stay there for the inhalation. Left hand comes down on the block, come into your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upper facing dog. Drop the knees, send the weight back and bring the blocks with you. Keep the toes pointed, keep the hands on top of the blocks. Press the hands against the blocks. As we inhale, we're gonna press against the blocks and we're gonna try to bring the knees off the mat. Try to kiss the knees and reverse knees down. 2 more times. Inhale, knees off the mat. Exhale, knees down. Last one, knees off the mat, hold it. And reverse, put one block away and the other block, bring it in between the legs. Same idea, but hands this time on the floor and we're gonna tag the toes. Alright guys? So press the hands against the floor and we're gonna try to bring the knees off the mat, hips up to the ceiling and reverse, coming down. Same idea, if you feel comfortable, we're gonna try to do a little jump. So bringing the knees off, little jump, coming down. 2 more times, little jump, coming down. You are squeezing the block between. 1 more, coming down, and this time we bring the arms up. We're coming into our chair pose, squeezing the block between the legs, getting a little deeper, hold it for the inhalation. Exhale, reach the arms forward. Keep the block in between the legs, working those inner thigh muscles. In the next inhalation, you have the option to walk the hands forward to your plank, or we're gonna try to drop straight into chaturanga. Inhale, upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up, and step by step, we're gonna walk all the way to the front of your mat. All the way, try to stay with the heels of the mat for as long as you can, and slowly drop the heels. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, grab the blocks as we bend the knees and reach the block to the front, forming a table. Once the table is ready, you're gonna try to bring the right leg up to the ceiling, holding it here for the inhalation. Exhale, big toe touches the floor. 1 more, right leg comes up. Exhale, big toe touches the floor. Last one, right leg comes up. Slowly stepping the right foot in front, bending the knees as the block comes with you. Once you are super close to the floor, we're gonna bring the block under the butt here. We're just gonna sit on the tiny little block. Once you're on the block, we're gonna try to find our balance there. Feel free to modify as much as you need to. We're gonna lean back, hug the knees, and let's see if we can find the balance in that block. If you're feeling comfortable there, release the hands, send them forward. We can either just stay in the bow pose variation for a few breaths just like that, or add extra challenge by doing the same thing. So from both, try to extend as you open the arms and then reverse. 2 more times, try to extend, reverse. Last one, try to extend, reverse. Drop the feet, so we're going into a kind of like a malasana. Hands on the floor. We're gonna go through a crow, but make sure your feet are in between the block. Knees to armpits, shift the weight forward, and the goal today from that crow, you're gonna try to grab the block with your finger, with your toe, sorry, and see if you can lift it for a few seconds, just for fun. Drop the block, come back, and now we're just gonna rotate the hands so they're facing the side, a little jump to face the side. Make sure the block is in the middle, just facing sideways. Now listen carefully. We're gonna bring the hands right in front of the blocks and we're gonna do tiny little jumps side to side, just to feel more comfortable transferring the weight to the hands. So let's go for that. Press the hands against the floor. Inhale, tiny little jump to the right. Tiny little jump to the left, trying to bring the hips up to the ceiling. Tiny jump to the right. Last one, tiny jump to the left. And from here, we're just gonna extend the legs, remove the block, open the right foot a little more to the right side. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, fall forward, trying to grab your ankles for this version. We're gonna inhale once again to look up, and as you exhale, you're gonna try to kiss the mat here. Trying to kiss the mat, so you're using the hands as a tool to help you pull down. Kissing the mat, not looking back. We got one more breath. And that's it, slowly releasing, bring the hands to the front. Let's walk the hands all the way to the front of your mat. Rotate, send the left leg back. Go through your vinyasa. Anybody working with chin stands, you can always add those ones. And let's go back into that child's pose to reset. Take a few breaths here. Take a moment. If you need a sip of water or anything like that before we go into the second side, this is your time. Let's do 2 more breaths wherever you are. If you were using the blocks, let's have the blocks ready on the front of your mat again to go for that second side. You should feel the core feeling strong right now. All right, guys, 2 breaths wherever you are. Deep inhalation and deep exhalation. 1 more breath. Deep inhalation and deep exhalation. Whenever you are ready, take as long as you need. Any movement, any transition, anything at all to bring yourselves back into that downward facing dog. So slowly bringing the hands to the blocks, do any transition that will get you back into the mat, back into that downward facing dog. Let's do 2 more breaths to get us there. Deep inhalation and deep exhalation. 1 more breath, deep inhalation and deep exhalation. All right, guys, let's go for that second side. Press the hands against the floor. Inhale, shift the weight forward, come into your plank. Exhale, reverse it back. 2 more times, shift the weight forward, come into the plank. Exhale, reverse it back. Last one, shift it forward. Exhale, reverse it back to bring the left leg up into that 3-legged dog. Same idea, engaging the core, sending the hip up. So as we inhale, we bring the heel up and we try to get the left big toe to touch the left wrist, hip going up. Exhale, reverse it back up. 2 more times, touch the left wrist. Exhale, reverse it back. Last one to stay. Touching the left wrist to hold. Drop the left foot. Right foot to right wrist. Drop the right foot. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, fall forward. Interlace the fingertips. Let the head hang. Same idea. Any movement that feels good for you right now. Anything at all. Let's do 1 more breath to release. And once you are ready, inhale slowly. Coming up. All the way up. Transferring the weight towards the left foot. Right foot comes off the mat. Find that balance. And we step the right foot on top of the left block. Make sure you feel comfortable there. Once you feel comfortable there, left foot comes off the mat. Find the balance. If this doesn't feel good for you, being on top of the block, forget about it. Just do the same thing without the block. All right, guys. So from here, inhale, left leg comes forward. Exhale, we send it to the back. Finding the balance, coordinating. 1 more. Left leg, kicking to the front. Exhale, left leg goes to the back. Find that balance, hold it. And slowly bend that right knee, drop the left foot, and we windmill into that warrior 2. Right knee still bended here, so you're feeling a little bit more of an opening on the hip. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, bend the right knee. We're gonna bring the right foot, right forearm on top of the right thigh and reach the left arm to the floor. Open the left shoulder. Slowly extending that right leg, opening the right arm down. Either you can stay like that or right hand comes all the way down to the floor, left arm up, reaching up. Let's do 1 more breath here. And slowly left hand comes down on the mat. Transfer the weight to the left hand, left foot. Same idea, 2-piece fingers of the right hand. Grab the right big toe. We try to remove the right foot off the block. Bringing it up to the ceiling. Find your balance. 1 more breath. Slowly release. Right hand on top of the block. Go to your chaturanga. Inhale, upper facing dog. Drop the knees. Shift the weight back. Bring the blocks with you. 3 more tucks here. Working on the core. Pressing the blocks. You're going to feel like I'm punching you on your belly. So pressing the blocks. Inhale. Keep the toes pointed. We're going to bring the knees off the mat. Kissing the knees. And reverse it down. 2 more times. Kissing the knees. reverse it down. Last one, kiss the knees, hold, and drop the knees on the floor. Put the one block away, another one in between the legs. Same idea, guys. Hands on the floor, feeling the punch, engaging the core. Tuck the toes this time. Inhale, bring the knees off the mat, aiming to extend. Exhale, bend the knees, adding those tiny jumps. Inhale, jumping a little, coming down. Jumping a little, coming down. Jumping, last one, come down, and let's come into that chair, engaging those inner thigh muscles here. Get a little deeper on the chair. Exhale, reach forward, form that table. One more breath. Either we walk to plank or we drop straight into chaturanga. Inhale, upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up. This time you can either walk step by step, or we're gonna try to jump, keeping the block in between the legs. Looking in between the hands, little jump to the front, landing on the front. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, fall forward, remove that block, and we're gonna reach the block to the front, forming the table. And this time the left leg is gonna try to come up, forming that warrior tree for the inhalation. Keep the block strong. Bend the right knee, big toe touches the floor. One more. Coming up, strong block. Touching the floor. Inhale up, step it forward. Slowly bending the knees, block coming to the front. Bring the block as a chair as we sit on that block. You feel free to do any movement here so you feel comfortable. Find the balance there. Sometimes there is like the perfect spot that will help you go into that boat pose. First, play with the boat. Once you feel good in that boat, extend the arms to the front. We're gonna try to extend the legs as we open. Back into boat. Last one, extend. Back into boat. Drop into Malasana. Going into the crow, playing with the block. Let's see if we can grab the block once again. Grabbing the block, bringing it up for a second. And drop the block once you're done. Make sure the block stays on the front of your mat, and just jump to the right side of the mat. We're facing the other side, same idea, guys. Hands in front of the block. We're gonna do those jumps side to side. Keeping the hands there. Press the hands against the floor. Inhale, jump into one side. Jump into the other. Trying to stay in the air. The goal is to get the hips on top of the shoulders. And once you had enough of that, put the block away. Extend the legs. Open the leg. We're gonna go to your favorite variation here. Whatever that you wanna work here in this fall. If you wanna go for the same version, if you wanna interlace the hands, if you wanna go into a tripod, go ahead. This is your time, guys. Listen to your body. Anything that feels good. We got 2 more breaths here. And whenever you had enough of that, we're gonna slowly walk the hands to the front, send that right leg to the back, and go to your variation of your vinyasana, and come into that child's pose. Really good job, everybody. All right, guys, so we're almost at the end. There is one more drill that I want to work with you. So before we completely let it go, we're going to bring the blocks to the back of your mat. Kind of like the same idea, but this time the feet is going to be on top of the blocks. It's a quick one. Let's do it together. One last section and we're done, I promise. So let's do this, guys. We're going to come into your downward dog and just step on the blocks if possible and keep sending the weight back. Press the hands against the floor. Let's do one breath to arrive. Deep inhalation and deep exhalation. All right, guys. Now, let's bend the knees and we're going to shift forward straight into plank, similar to the beginning of our practice. And then reverse it, bend the knees. Shift it forward to plank. Reverse it. The last one, we're going to shift to chaturanga if possible. Shift it straight into chaturanga. Press up to plank. Downward facing dog. Good job, guys. Inhale. Let's bring the left leg up to the ceiling. Left knee to left elbow. reach it back. Left knee to right elbow, reach it back. Left knee to nose, reach it back. And we're gonna walk the hands all the way to the back. So we're gonna stay wherever you are able to have the whole palm on the floor. You can bend the right knee as much as you need to, so the whole palms are pressing against the floor. Once you are ready, we're gonna try to press off the block. So first step will be just to kick up and trying to bring as little as you can from the right foot and then come back to the mat. Now either like that, or those who feel comfortable to trying to bring the right foot a little bit off the block. We're gonna do this for 3 times. Trying to bring it a little bit off, coming down, a little bit off, coming down, a little bit off. Step the left foot on the other block, come into a variation of Malasana here. A little break as we get ready for the second side. Almost there, guys, almost there. Once you are ready to continue, walk the hands to the front and let's go straight into that downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes up, 3-legged dog. Right knee to right elbow, right leg comes up. Right knee to left elbow, right leg comes up. Right knee to nose, right leg comes up, and hands walk back as well. And the same idea, you feel your version. If you rather just bring the heel off the mat, you can do the variation. Anything that feels good here. We're working mostly on the core, and you're pressing the hands so the shoulders can come on top of the hands, hips on top of the shoulders one day. Play with that for a few breaths. And in your last one, step the right foot down on the block. We're gonna walk the hands forward in downward dog, bend the knees, jump to the front, come into a sitting position, remove the blocks. Let's bring one of the blocks here and we're gonna lie down in a low boat. All right, guys? Now, let me just remove a little bit of this microphone so I can do this part with you. We're gonna put it here. So we're gonna go in this low boat, and all we're gonna do, we're gonna reach the block to the front, come halfway down, heels off the mat, block to the back. And what you're gonna try to do here is do a little bit of like a boat rocking here. Tiny little rocks. 4, 5. Staying with the belly in. 4, 3, 2, last one. Slowly release. Bring the knees to the chest. Put away the block. You deserve this. Hack your knees. Rock them side to side. That feels good. And whenever we are ready, we're just gonna open the arms chest level. And we're gonna cross the left leg over the right. Drop the knees to the right side. And just look to the left. Enjoy that twist. Feel that opening. We got one more breath here. Slowly untwist and cross. Right leg over the left. Drop the knees to the left side. Look to the right. Enjoy. Come back to the center and cross. Hack the knees and become a tiny little ball. Tiny, tiny, tiny. One more breath. And slowly release. Let everything go here. If there is an inversion that you want to do before we come into Shavasana, please go ahead. This is your time. If you're ready for that Shavasana, we're going to let everything go here. Let the feet fall out. Eyes closed. Allow your body to absorb the benefits from your practice. Just relax, let go, and melt into your mat. It was a pleasure guiding you to this practice today. I hope you have fun, and I hope I get to see you again very soon. Namaste.